Welcome in, everybody. Hope y'all are having a great Sunday. Going to get the game started here in about 15 minutes or so. Just kind of listening to the pregame a little bit. I like what Patty is saying. Of course, so Molly would change, kind of what I figured. I mean, we've seen Audrey Lowry pitch in the first two games, and she's thrown 130, 140 pitches between yesterday and then a little bit there in game one. Of course, Mississippi State, they've thrown a lot more pitches than what we are, so we'll see what they decide to do. But like Patty said in the pregame, there is no secrets at this point, especially with their pitchers. We know how they're going to try to attack us. There's nothing that's going to catch us off guard. And then the biggest thing is, she said that the team's in a good place. They feel good mentally, physically, like they're ready to go. They were praising the crowd, the fans yesterday, how they, brought a ton of energy and how that helps the team out. But also how they were able to produce their own energy too. Like they're in the dugout and everything. So it seems like Petty has these ladies in a great place and they're ready to go and get the win and go on to the World Series. So I got to say, to be honest with you, I'm feeling a lot better like right now than what we were 24 hours ago before Game 2 started. So I feel like they're in a good place. If they come out and play clean defense and play like they did yesterday, then there's going to be no problem. They're going to get that win, and they're going to be ready to go next week. They're at the World Series in Oklahoma City. But welcome in, everybody. Oklahoma, how are you? CJ, what's going on? Slaggy, how are you? Rez, I know you're in here. Bob, what's going on? But welcome in, everybody. I'm glad you guys are here with me on a Sunday. I don't know if Wes is going to be here or not. We'll see. He hadn't said anything, so. But yeah, ready to get this game going. Can't wait. Did y'all watch? How much did y'all watch last night of that Texas game? I thought Arizona State was going to do it, y'all. I thought they were going to sweep Texas, and then kind of like the fall we saw in game one for Oklahoma. Texas found a way to get it done there late in that game and go on to win 4-3. But yeah, we'll see. That's going to be crazy. Of course, they're in Gainesville. You got Florida, Texas Tech. The game's in a weather delay. We've seen a lot of weather delays there in the southeast region of the country this weekend for softball. But already 4-3, already 7 runs, and they're still in the first inning. So I don't know what time that game is going to get started there, but Florida, Texas Tech, of course, if we take care of our business, we get the winner of that game in game one of the World Series. So that one there is looking like it's going to be a shootout. I know Caitlin Terry is starting there for Tech, and of course, Rothrock is going for Florida. So we'll see how that goes. But, man, they're off to a crazy start there in Gainesville with that one. Agreed, Bob. Agreed. That one pitch, that girl hit that 2-run jack, and yeah. But that's all it takes. It just takes one mistake, one bad pitch, one defensive miscue. Yeah. Yeah, Rez. There seems to be a lot of tension, a lot of tension down there, and of course, you have what's her name, Mia. I don't know, is it Williams? Of course, she played at Florida. Now she's with Tech. We all know how Tech their off season and how they were dirty about how they did their business, and so that turned a lot of fans off. And so majority of the country is not going to be rooting for the Raiders today. They're going to be rooting for the Gators to get that done there, but we'll see. Chief, welcome in. Glad to see you in here. Welcome in, everybody. Yeah, CJ talking about blood pressure. Yeah, hopefully, our blood pressure, we stay level, even kill. No worries with that. But kind of looking back at yesterday, I mean, we were quiet the first 2 innings, which is what I kind of expected. We got to the third inning. We had 7 innings in that one inning. Now, it was disappointing that we were so close to getting that 8th run there in the 4th inning, the 5th inning, and just couldn't get it done. But I will credit that first baseman from Mississippi State. She was incredible. She kept Kai Miner over there at third. She had to throw home to get Alana out there at home on that review that Patty did there on that tab. I mean, so credit to her. She kept that game going longer than what it should have been. But hopefully today, like we've been saying, can they throw that knockout blow early? Can we get up big? Hey, maybe. I mean, would it surprise me if we get a run roll today? It would not. Would it surprise me if this game goes the full 7? Nope. So nothing is really going to surprise me either way. But I do think at the end of the day, they're talking about the crowd. The crowd there is incredible. They said it's a packed house, lots of energy. So I feel like this is going to be a good day for these ladies in Center Nation. So, Stephen, welcome in. How are you? Howdy. Glad to see you in here. Oklahoma. To me, it really doesn't matter. I think either one, because we are familiar with them. Like we saw Tech last year, we've seen Kennedy before, we saw Florida last year in the SEC play. Like we've seen Rothrock multiple times. So, to me, I think Florida. But if we do get Tech, if we take care of our business, if we do get the Raiders, I don't think they don't scare me. Kennedy doesn't scare me. Everybody and their mom is hitting her. I mean, she's been getting beat up, and like you see it today, Caitlin Terry started for Tech, already 4 runs, and they're still going. They're just in that weather delay, so nothing about Tech really scares me. I mean, last year, yeah, everybody feared Kennedy, and she did what she was supposed to, and they were really close to winning a title, but better chance of winning. I think it's 50-50 Oklahoma. I don't – to me, it's just a 50-50. I don't think Tech would be easier than Florida or vice versa. But if we play our ball and if we go into Thursday game 1 playing the winner of that, I think we're going to get that dub. We're going to get it done. Neither of those teams really scare me. I just don't – they don't scare me. I would be more scared about getting the winner of Texas or Tennessee. So – CJ, yeah. Tech does have more depth, and it's just a one and done thing. But yeah. Neither of them want to see us either. So yeah. If I mean, I know we keep saying we can't talk about the World Series until we take care of today, but I feel really really good about today. So. Everything seems to be like the energy, just listening to Patty and the pregame, like the energy is there. Everybody's in the right mindset. Everybody's locked in, ready to go. They said the crowd's incredible. So, I mean, I feel like everything for the Oklahoma side, it's where you want it to be. Deborah, welcome in. Glad to see you in here. John, me too. I would love to get some revenge on Tech, absolutely, if that's what ends up happening. Deborah, absolutely. Happy Memorial Day. Yeah. So I know a lot of folks are, barbecues at the lake, going on vacation, having a great time. And by all means, go out and have a good time, enjoy your life, but just remember what this weekend's about, all those men and women who paid a lot of, they did a lot for our country. So just remember them. They made a lot of sacrifices that give us the freedom that we enjoy today. So just make sure that you remember them and their families in your prayers and your thoughts as you enjoy Memorial Weekend. So, but welcome in, everybody. Glad to see you guys here. It's going to be a great day. Going to be a great day. So how y'all feeling about Molly getting the start? No, CJ, I heard about that, but I have not seen it. That is crazy. That is crazy. Deborah, absolutely. Yeah. I think we're going to come out a lot like yesterday. I think we get runs before the third inning. I think these ladies know what's on the line. Now, of course, are we a younger team? Yes, but like they were saying in the pregame, even though they're freshmen and sophomore, can we call this team young still? I don't know that we can. Of course, some of these ladies they've never been here in a super regional game win, win or go home type deal. But I think with all the experience that this team does have with the upperclassmen that they do have, the coaches, they've been here 1,000 times. So I think we're in a really, really good place going into the start of this game. So yeah, we are technically a young team, but over, just the lessons that they took from Friday's game, you know what I mean? Having a big lead, you blow it. They came out and they were able to respond yesterday with their backs against the wall. It was win or, go home for the year. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see Miley. She didn't do horribly there in game one. She didn't, Patty was just at that point was, she felt the momentum kind of coming on from Mississippi State. She wanted to, shut that down. So you bring in Sydney and then you bring in Audrey, of course. But yeah, I like it. I like Molly getting the start here. Now, if need be, of course, I'm sure in a perfect world we go 5 innings or 4.5 since we're the home team in this one. We go 4.5, we get the run roll win and we move on. And Miley's the only arm that we see in the circle. But like she said in the pregame, everybody's ready to go. Everybody, if they need to go out there and get some work done in the circle, they will. So everybody's on deck, ready to go. So you want to see Alyssa Parker? Yeah, me too. I was hoping that we would see Alyssa Parker at least get some pinch hit at bats this weekend, but hadn't been the case. But yeah, speaking of pinch hitters, Lexi McDaniel yesterday, y'all, what a great call there by Patty. I know we were all calling it before she came in. We're like, hey, can we please get Sid out? Can we please bring in Lexi, just somebody? For whatever reason, Sid's a great third baseman. Defensively, she's a weapon. Just, for whatever reason, here in the last, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months, whatever it's been, she's just struggling at the plate. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's something behind the scenes, if it's something mental, physical. We just don't know. But, hopefully she can kind of get back on track in this game. And we see a lot of dominance quick. We get on the scoreboard really, really quick and put all the pressure on Mississippi State, and we can end this in 4.5, 5 innings. So it's going to be Nebraska and Arkansas in game 1. So the matchups that we know for now is you have number 1 Bama taking on UCLA in the 1-8 matchup, and then you have number 4 Nebraska taking on number 5 Arkansas. You have Tennessee awaiting the winner of the Texas-Arizona State. And then, of course, you have our game and then the Florida Tech game. So, yeah, Arkansas, Nebraska, that's going to be a good one. Bama, they have those great young pitchers. Arkansas has all the offense, so we'll see. That should be a good one. So, yeah. Yeah, ideally, if I could pick 2 teams to be in the Champ Series this year, I would love to see Nebraska and Oklahoma. That's what I'm going to root for, but we'll see if it's able to play out like that. So, yeah, no home runs. So if you watched any of that UCLA game, I watched the last couple innings, because there for a while, UCF was hanging in. It was close, but it was just a matter of time. But yeah, they were walking Megan Grant. Like they weren't even giving her a chance to hit. So I thought that teams would do that a lot earlier in the season. They didn't for whatever reason. So yeah, I would expect the same once we get into the World Series. They're not going to pitch to her. There's no point, So if I'm Megan Grant, just expect to get a lot of walks in your near future. So, Chief, I agree. I think Bama, they're going to shut down the offense there of UCLA. UCLA is all offense. They don't have a whole lot of pitching or depth, especially. So, yeah, all offense. So they gotta outscore you. They gotta outscore you. A lot to win. So I think Bama could easily win that game 1-0, 2-1. I could absolutely see a 3-0 game, a low scoring game. Absolutely. Bob, they did. They did. Yeah, it was close, and then UCLA just exploded. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Going to play in an actual field. So, yeah, Devon Park is not the same as what they have there in LA. So, all right. So, just a few minutes away. Going to get this party started. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to see him or not. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Bill, I didn't know about that. So Jordy's husband left. Deborah, yeah, that would be amazing. That's what I'm going to root for. If OU takes care of business here today, OU Nebraska, that's what I would hope for. So, and the only way that that's going to happen is they would have to meet up in the champ series. So, yeah, I would. I have a lot of great friends that are Cornhusker fans. So that'd be incredible. Um, well, you got to remember though, maybe I mean because the losers are gonna flip. Remember, so everything flips if you lose. So you would take. So yeah. So I guess they could, right? Yeah, it would have to be in the losers bracket since they flip. Um, yeah, I don't know. I would have to look at the bracket closer, but I kept hearing that there was no way that they could meet because everything flips unless it was in the champ series. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Sege agreed. Agreed. We're not going to be there. We're going to win Thursday. We're going to win today. We're going to win next Thursday, next Saturday, next Monday, and then get ready for the champ series. So, so they're saying that the Tech game, Florida game, of course, they're in a big weather delay. It's already 4-3 there in the bottom of the first. Their game's going to resume a little before, uh, or it's going to resume at 1:52 Central Time. So here in about 25 minutes or so, they'll get going. And then, of course, later on after the OU game, they're going to have the game three between Arizona State, Texas. I have no idea what to expect in that. I was feeling really good last night about Arizona State. They're late in that game, and Texas found a way. Texas found a way to get it done, unfortunately. But Oklahoma, who did who lost their channel? It's not Outlaw, is it? I hope not. Starting on ESPNU. Yeah, so the game was supposed to start. What the heck is going on with my TV? My TV here is acting a fool, so I have to. Y'all said it's on ESPNU since that lacrosse game is going late. Okay. Thanks, Bob. Gotcha, Oklahoma. Okay. Gotcha. Bishop, welcome in. Salute. All right, so here we go. 1-0 count. Molly with chain in the circle. See if the Sooners and these ladies can't get it done here. Move on to the World Series. Chris, exactly. Yeah, this ain't the right time to end the season. We're trying to end our season in June. You know what I mean? Too early for us to be done playing ball. So 1-1 count here for Miley. Yeah, she has to be locked in. We got to be. It's going to be a big boost for us, or a big boost here for Molly if we can get a 3 up, 3 down, quick outs. There we go. Great catch by Alana out there in shallow center for out number 1. So exactly what we want to see here. Try to keep all these balls low in the zone. Cause a lot of ground ball outs. Beautiful day there. Packed house at Lowe's Field. Beautiful. Couldn't ask for better weather. Bill agreed. Yeah, like we saw majority of yesterday with Audrey, she was ahead of the hitters every time. And so Molly needs to mirror a lot of what Audrey did yesterday. Stay ahead in the count, get quick outs, and then just the to me yesterday the biggest difference that I saw from game 1 to game 2 was the defense. Our defense yesterday, y'all, they played clean. That was a clinic on how to play defense. So if they can play that kind of defense here today, I think we're in good shape. Ooh, little swing and miss on a rise. So 1-2 count, 1 out, top of the first. A game 3, winner take all here. Winner here, of course, advancing to the World Series, and the loser will be calling their season. It'll be done for them. So 2-2 count here. Molly was trying to get her to chase high on that rise, and she didn't bite that time. Bob, I like that. Yeah, I definitely didn't want to see him behind the plate again. So, ooh, God, that was a good pitch. So again, though, it's early, so Miley, the hitters, everybody has to learn with this guy, like what his strike zone is going to be. So that was a great pitch, great location. Oh, it's going to be a walk. That was close. See if we can't turn 2 here. So we're going to quickly learn how tight this guy's strike zone is. But let's see if we can't turn 2 here and get in the dugout. Beautiful pitch. There we go. Strike 1. Oh, Rez, really? That's crazy. Oklahoma's calling double play. All right. Oh, yeah, Bill. Yeah. Yeah. Molly's going to have to attack the whole time. We just got to keep it low in the zone. Got to keep it low in the zone. Try to cause a lot of ground outs. Ooh. Yeah, that rise ball was not even close. So Kendall going out to tell Molly, hey, the rise ball is a good pitch, but it has to be competitive for them to swing at. So, of course, Molly could be a little amped up, a little extra juice in the tank to start the game. So, yeah, Bob, if I remember, whenever we beat, who was it, Michigan in the regional final, I thought she was saying that she was going on vacation or a trip or something. So, yeah, I didn't know how long she was going to be gone, but I think she's on vacation. I believe. So, two count here for Molly with chain. No, we can't give up any more free passes. We've got to get it out here. See if we can't turn 2. This is going to be trouble. It's going to go to the wall over Ella Parker's head. And Mississippi State is quickly in business. This is not a good start. 2nd and 3rd. That was a good hit. Of course, Ella Parker, we saw it yesterday with that shallow hit. Had this been Kai or Abby, that ball would have been caught. But, of course, Ella's not with the greatest speed. It goes overhead, bounces off the wall, and it's an easy double. But with that free pass now, they have runners at 2nd and 3rd. So this is the worst start we could have seen. Already 2-0 Mississippi State. Molly she needs to be on a short leash. This is horrible. This is not good. I mean, she's throwing strikes, but like we said, neither side, like no matter what these pitchers try to do or how they try to attack, each team has seen it all. So there are going to be no surprises from the circle today. I mean, just a good hit. It hits the gap. So this is the first time in this series that to start the game, Mississippi State gets on the board first. They've always had to, they always found themselves in a big hole. But, man, right here, Oklahoma, they just took a punch, y'all. They just took a big punch. Berkeley Zakai is over there warming up. Yeah, Miley's going to be on a short leash. I mean, we saw that first out, and then we saw the free pass. But yeah, Mississippi State, they're aggressive, they're attacking and getting the job done. Of course, there's all that broccoli, the broccoli guy. I don't know where he was yesterday, but hopefully we don't see him today either. It's like, yeah, there ain't no way she's going to be in relief here. We better find a way to turn 2 here, y'all. We got to keep this at 2. The rise ball is not even competitive. It's not even close. One-0 count here. Mississippi State already up 2-0 here in the top of the first. Only one out. That's a good pitch. Boy, like, what else do you want? Man, that was a good pitch. Yeah, wish we had the umpire from yesterday. This guy strikes on here. It's super crazy tight, kind of like we saw in the first game. So we're going to have to adjust. Holy cow, that should be strike 2. This guy, he's not going to call anything. CJ, this is a mess. Ahmad, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, that has to be okay. He finally calls a strike here. So 3-1, but she's way behind. Any more free passes or another hit here, and Molly needs to be pulled. There is no tomorrow without getting past today. So foul ball, full count. See if the Bulldogs might be in a hit and run here. This is a big moment here for Miley early in the game. The Bulldogs with all of the momentum to start this off. Rez, I don't know either. That was a bad shift on the defense out there in the outfield. Pop up in the infield. Caught by Bella. Massive out there for Oklahoma. 2 outs now. So I hope the OU offense is ready to go because they need to come out and they need to throw a punch and get these runs back and get a lead. Yeah, Great charge there by Bella to call off Molly to get that pop up. So. So Patty's going to challenge that the runner left early over there? So Patty can have the option here. Do you take the out from the base runner? Okay. Okay, so what happened? No, they're going to explain it. Yeah, so on that play, Patty had the option. The runner left early, but Patty has the option. Do I want the runner to be out at first, or do I want the hitter to be out? Smart call. She wants the runner out, so now there's nobody on base. There's no base runners. So it's no different if it was a dead ball, and so she left early. So smart call there by Patty. Let me go ahead and take the lead runner. So 2 outs now, nobody on base. Foul ball. So let's get out of this mess and get back in the dugout. Golly. There we go. Pop up. That's a great response by Molly, y'all. Gave up the free pass, but then, hey, you know what? Something that we've seen OU not able to do. Tech had runners in scoring position, and they made us pay for it. So we got to do the same thing. So we have a long way to go, y'all. So no worries here. 2-0. Can the OU offense come out and throw a big punch back? It's like, yeah, agreed. Yeah, that could have snowballed on us, and it didn't. So it's all good. So 2-0 going to the bottom of the first. But thank you guys so much for being here on a Sunday. Game 3 winner take all between Oklahoma and Mississippi State. Good start for the Bulldogs. They get a couple runs here in the top of the first. So going to see if OU can't respond. Of course, you have there's 2 other game 3s today. You have Texas, Arizona State playing, I believe, after this OU game's over. And then Florida and Tech, they were in a weather delay. Crazy games there already. In the first inning, there's already been 7 runs scored. So crazy start there with Florida up 4-3 in that one. So it's going to be a great day of college softball. So 3 more teams today going to punch their ticket to the World Series, and then we'll have all of our matchups starting on Thursday. CJ said the blood pressure is already elevated. Amada says, who do I think would relieve Miley? I think it's going to be Sydney Berzon. That's who I think it would be. Sydney's had experience. She's an All-American that transferred from LSU. So I think it would be Sydney Berzon. And then to close things out, we get to that scenario. I think that's when they bring in Audrey to close it out, I think. But that's what I would do. My call would be to bring in Sydney Berzon. Kind of like what we saw in game 1. It was Miley and then Sydney and then Audrey. So that's what I would do. Yeah, it's all good, guys. No worries. Change the scoreboard real quick. Of course, Kai Miner is going to lead things off. She's been incredible. Such a weapon for the OU offense this season. Stiff, I have no idea who that would be. Have no idea who that ESPN commentator would be. It's wearing a toga on camera, huh? Stiff, glad to see you in here. Thank you so much for everybody being in here. Appreciate y'all. Hope you guys are enjoying your Memorial Day weekend. Of course, later tonight we have Game 4 with the Thunder and Spurs. Thunder took Game 3, so hopefully they can take oh, shoot, so the game moved to ESPN. Dang it. So Kai Minor with the strikeout. You don't see that very often. So one down now here, bottom of the first. Mississippi State up 2-0. Here's Ella Parker at the plate. See if she can't get us going. Fell off there for Ella. So Ella Parker here in a 1-1 count. Ella Parker's long overdue to hit one here out of the park. There we go. Even with Mississippi State playing deep in center field. Oh my God, she's thrown out at second. That was played well off the wall. A good throw in the second. Ella Parker was thrown out. Dang it. I get it for Ella Parker, but it bounces right back to the player. Ella Parker not with the greatest speed. Dang it. So everything going Mississippi State's way here to start this game. But again, that's great defense, y'all. That was great defense. Yeah, perfect bounce. I mean, there ain't nothing you can do. 99% of the time, Ella Parker is going to make that into a double. So Kendall Wells here with 2 outs. See if Kendall can get something going here. Foul ball down third baseline. So 2 outs here for Oklahoma, bottom of the first. Great play that we just saw by Mississippi State. Ella Parker should have had a double, but a great defensive play. So let's go, Kendall. Get something started here with 2 outs. Let's get a 2-out rally going. Outside for a 1-1 count. Let's go, Kendall. Ground ball to third. Easy play. So OU goes down in order. 1, 2, 3. So going to the second inning, Mississippi State up 2-0. So here in the last handful of innings at the end of game 2 and here to start game 3, man, Mississippi State, they are playing some fantastic defense, y'all. But we got a long way to go, y'all. Long way to go. But I mean, they've shown it. Mississippi State's come out. They are locked in, focused, ready to play. So Oklahoma just has to match that same kind of intensity. And if we get base runners on, we have to take advantage of that, and we have to get them home, get on the scoreboard. So it looks like Florida, Texas Tech, they've started the game back up. So in the second inning, Florida's up 4-3. Of course, Oklahoma would, if they take care of business here today, that's who they would get the winner of that series there. So yeah, Molly has to have a 1-2-3 here. We can't let Mississippi State get any more momentum. They've already thrown their first punch. We weren't able to throw a punch back there in the first. So we got to get this momentum back, get back in the dugout, and get this offense going. Beautiful day there, packed house. That has to be an incredible. That's an incredible environment there. So they're showing the super regional history for Oklahoma and Patty. It's not on Patty's side. So hopefully we can change that today. "21 pitches for Molly there in the first inning. Again, that rise ball, it's not competitive. So that pitch for sure is definitely not working today for Miley. So got to find something else to attack these hitters with. There we go. I'll line out to Gabby at short. There we go. 1 out. Exactly what Miley needs here. You kind of feel like Miley may be a little shaky mentally. So she has to get that confidence back right here. Yeah, Bill, we have a lot of great girls coming in next year. The recruiting for Patty in Oklahoma is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Goes with the bunt attempt, pulls back, but takes strike one. So a 1-1 count here. 1 out for Molly in Oklahoma. OU down 2-0 here in top of the second. Bill, I sure hope so. Yeah, we can't. So the first 2 games, y'all, we didn't score any runs until the third inning. The third inning was where that was our bread and butter to start this series. So yeah, hopefully we can get something going here in the bottom of the second. Slaggy, this strike zone is it's tight. It's really, really small. So, but like we always say, again, quit throwing the rise ball. It's not even remotely close. They're not going to chase. So they need to quit calling it. Foul ball there. So still a 2-2 count. Top of the second, Mississippi State up 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Let's go, Miley. And the dirt ball 3. Oh, there's the broccoli guy. Today he's wearing a shirt with broccoli on it. So the broccoli guy has made a appearance today on ESPN. That's a good pitch. How is that not a strike? That was a strikeout, y'all. That's not on Molly. This umpire, him and that guy from game one, they must be best buddies and have the same strike. Like, how is that not a strike? I don't care what your strike zone is as an umpire. That's a strike for any umpire. Like, that is a horrible call. Great pitch by Molly right there. Unbelievable. See if we can't turn two. Yeah, so this guy, if it's not right down the middle, he's not going to call it. This is a ridiculous strike zone. So, but he better call it both ways. Just got to be consistent. Be consistently bad. Check swing. Strike two. So 0-2 count here. I like it. Don't know how, but Tech has already taken the lead back 5-4 in the second. So that's going to be an offensive shootout, it looks like, there in Gainesville. Pop-up is going to go out of play. So still 0-2 count here for Miley. Let's go, Molly. Again. Oh, my gosh. So we got lucky there, y'all. We got lucky. So it was a ball hit back towards Miley, or out really towards short, but Miley puts her glove out, and it causes a ricochet. Thankfully for Oklahoma, it ricochets right towards Gabby, and Gabby's still able to get out at first. But, man, we have seen multiple times where if Molly would just let the defense work behind her there and not have the ricochet. So 2 outs here, runner at second. I get, on that play, Molly just, trying to make a defensive play, you're just being an athlete, trying to get the out. But, man, sometimes just, let that defense work for you. One and one count now. So 1-1 count here, top of the second. Mississippi State up 2-0. Runner at second, 2 outs. Let's go, Molly. Finish the deal here. There we go. Ground ball to Ilana at second. There we go. There we go. Good inning there from Miley. So now can the OU offense throw a punch? Let's go offense. Yeah, like y'all said in the comments, let's not wait till the third inning to get on the scoreboard. So Pitt going to get things started here in a second. Yes, you did, Bob. Yeah, luckily that ricochet off her glove went right to Gabby at short, and Gabby, the athlete that she is, with that cannon of an arm, still able to get the runner out there at at first. So CJ says, Rez, make a call to the dugout, get them straightened out. Yeah. Bill, yeah, we do. We got to throw a punch back here. We've seen this pitcher. We hit her in game one. So there is no surprise what this pitcher's trying to do and how she's trying to attack the OU batters here. So, but, I mean, Ella should have had that double, but props, man. That was a fantastic play by that center fielder. Played it off the wall perfectly, had a great throw in the second. So the Mississippi State defense all weekend long, they have played incredible, y'all. They have been playing lights out, especially that first baseman. So, like I already said, Oklahoma, they got to continue to match that energy, match that effort, that play, because this is how this game is with the pressure and just everything that's on stake. The same thing is going to happen next week in the World Series. You know what I mean? Like, so this right here this right here is going to be a great test for these ladies mentally, physically, especially for the younger players. So yeah, game 1 of the World Series will be at 11 a.m. on ESPN. So we'll see OU takes care of business here. What time they would play on Thursday? Seven to 4 now, Texas Tech. That's crazy. So that's just showing you that Rothrock is getting hit big. Caitlin Terry's getting hit big. Yesterday we saw Kennedy get hit. So it seems like they're in Gainesville. Who can put up the most runs? Holy cow! Because pitching is not going to get it done for either side there. So who can play the better defense and do just enough from the circle, I guess. So quickly, a 2-0 count here for Cassidy. I like her discipline, not chasing the rise. Let's go, Pick. Get something started for us here. Oh, good pitch. Fouls it off. So 2-1 here. Right, Reg. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to fault her on that because 99 out of 100 times she's going to make that to second. So just an incredible play. Got to give respect to that outfielder there for Mississippi State. So a 3-1 count here for Pick. There we go. Ball 4, not even close. So we will take it. Free pass, absolutely. Here comes Gabby Garcia. See if we can get something going here. Slaggy, right? Yeah, with as tight as the strike zone is, there could be a lot of walks today. A lot, for sure. Let's go, Gabby. It's kind of like Molly. They're trying to throw the rise ball, but it's not even competitive for either pitcher. So 1-0 count here. Let's go, Gabby. Find a way to pass the bat here. A grounder to second to get the lead runner, and Gabby's barely safe, so she avoided the double play. But man, you hate to see that. God. Yeah, Gabby, for whatever reason, she's just been in a funk. She's in a slump at the plate here lately. We know that she's playing through a knee injury. She's been just kind of playing through the pain. So a ton of respect for her on that. But yeah, for whatever reason, just like here in the last couple of weeks, she just kind of in a slump at the plate. So let's see if Bella can't find a way to get something going here for Oklahoma. So bottom of the second, Mississippi State up 2-0. OU here with 1 on, 1 out. Bella takes strike 1 right down the middle. Agreed. Yeah. She's been hitting to the right a lot, and a lot of grounders at first and second. Absolutely. Oh, ouch. Luckily that goes off the guard, it looks like, of Bella. 7-4 there in Gainesville in the second inning. Already 11 runs. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's go, Bella. Pass the bat. Oh my gosh, a strikeout looking silly. Second strikeout of the day, but Bella looks silly there. Struck out in 3 pitches. A drop ball that just completely fools Bella Emerling. So 2 outs now here for Mississippi State. Here's spark plugs. See if we can't get a 2-out rally going. Wow, that's a ball. See, that's just, at least he's being consistent. So that's all we're going to ask. If you want to have a tight strike zone, just be consistent. But that's crazy. To me, that should be a strike by anybody. Crazy. Ball 2 here for Abby. Yeah, I think Bella did not expect that drop ball. I don't think that's what she was thinking at all. So good pitcher by that Mississippi State pitcher. 3-0 count for Abby. So all day long so far, the rise ball is not even competitive for either pitcher. Be smart, Abby. Be disciplined here. There we go. Ball 4. There we go. A couple runners now here for Oklahoma. 2 outs. Let's get a big 2-out rally here, y'all. There we go. Here comes Lexi. So Patty knows. So Reg must have made a phone call to the dugout because here comes Lexi in place of Sid Barker. Of course, we saw this yesterday. Sid Barker Lexi came in for Sid and hit that 3-run bomb to put OU up 7-0. So can she answer the call here again today? Great opportunity here to throw a punch, get back in this game, even take the lead here. So let's go, Lexi. Another one of these talented freshmen for Oklahoma. But be smart. Be smart. Be disciplined. Don't chase anything out of the zone, Lexi. Here we go. Let's go, Lexi. You got this. And it's going to be a little chopper to third, thrown out. Golly. So another opportunity right there. Lexi is saying that the ball went off her foot so that it should be a Yeah, so they're saying that it should be fell off her foot. So Lexi thought it was fell off her foot. That's what JT and them were talking to the reps about, or the umpires. So we'll see if the umpires will go and review it, but with our luck, they're probably not going to. So OU is challenging this. So I know it's gone to commercial here on TV, but OU is challenging that. Lexi is saying that, hey, that fell off my foot. So Yes, like we haven't had the best of luck, even when we think it's obvious and it's going to go our way. Yeah, so I have no idea how this is going to go. So the crowd's reacting like, "Hey, look, like that's right there is where it hit her. I guess her front toe maybe. Yeah, yo, we got to calm down. It's all right, relax. It's the second inning. Second inning. Remember, we did not ever score any run in the first two games until the third. So, but a good opportunity here. Let's see what the refs call. So they're not showing it on TV, but Kendall Wells is out there, 1 foot out of the dugout, like cheering on the fans. So I love that by Kendall, trying to get the crowd back into the game, get some energy going. It looks very clear on replay, but like as we've seen in this series already, sometimes the review people, we don't have any idea what they're looking at. It doesn't make any sense, but so here they come. I have no idea, y'all, what they're going to say. It has been changed. Oh, no, it stands. So even though it's obvious, see, even when it's obvious with the review and they don't change it, they don't change it. So the Mississippi State players are out of their dugout taunting the OU fans. So hopefully that kind of karma is going to come back to get the Bulldogs here. So again, like we've seen all weekend long, what we think is going to be an obvious review and what we think is going to make sense, it doesn't. So I question. I don't know who these people are that are reviewing these games or what they're seeing or who they root for, because it's obviously not Oklahoma. Petty Gasso has tried multiple times this weekend on multiple challenges, and it absolutely nothing goes our way when it comes to challenges. So that was a good opportunity there for Oklahoma. Had a couple base runners, just not able to get it done. So going to the third inning, Mississippi State up 2-0. So not only the some of these umpires, especially what we've seen in the SEC during SEC play, but some of these crews that do the reviews, I have no idea what they're looking at, y'all. I don't understand. They showed the replay there, and it clearly goes off the front of her toe and bounces, but I have no idea. So Bill says Tech is still up 7-4. So yeah, crazy game down there in Gainesville. Two beer, yeah, we definitely need a spark. We've Lexi was batting what, 8th or 9th. So when we get to the bottom of the third, it'll be our second way through. It'll be our second time today's, with our batters seeing this pitcher from Mississippi State. So adjustments are going to be made. Not worried, y'all. We got a long way to go. Long way to go, as we've seen all weekend long in college softball. So, but we definitely got to keep this at 2-0. Let's get a quick 3 up, 3 down, and get back there in the dugout. First pitch, and it's a grounder that's going to get past Gabby out there at short for a single. So Let's go, Molly. Let's find a way to turn 2 here. It's going to be an infield pop fly cut by Gabby. So quick out there. So 1 on, 1 out now here in top of the 3rd. Man, I would love to see a double play turned here, y'all. That would get the crowd going, get the energy back, and get the momentum back on OU's side. Somali with time here. So some of y'all have lost faith in Miley. God, that was a good pitch. Jeez. Little high, I guess. So 2-0 here from Miley. 1 on, 1 out for Mississippi State here in top of the 3rd. Up 2-0 over Oklahoma in the Game 3 winner take all. A chance to go to the World Series on the line. Foul ball there, so 2-1. But we got a long way to go, y'all. A long way to go in this game. But we just got to keep this at 2-0. No, we can't let Mississippi State get any more. Let's go ahead and turn 2 here. Oh, my gosh. And the ball is going to get past Kendall Wells. Come on, Kendall. So now the runner's in scoring position there for Mississippi State. I believe that's either the third or fourth ball that's got past Kendall this weekend. That's a big mistake right there by Oklahoma, by Kendall. That ball, and she has to catch that. So a 3-1 count now. Kendall coming out to talk to Molly. Try to get back on the same page. So Mississippi State, y'all, what fans they do have there, they are giving energy. So our crowd, our dugout, like, we have got to match that energy from the dugout to the crowd to the players, like we on the field. It's out number 2, caught by Kai Monitor. The throw not in time. It gets away from Sid Barker at 3rd a little bit. So 2 outs now, but Mississippi State with a runner at 3rd. So a pass ball, any kind of hit is going to score that runner. Somali has to find a way to get this out. Yeah, great play by Kai there. The throw was on the line, just a second late. Jen Rocher out there to talk to Molly and Kendall. The OU fan now, the OU fans are up, especially they're behind third base dugout trying to get the energy back for Oklahoma here. We got to get back in the dugout here. We got to throw a punch offensively, though. Oh, Ahmad, I think they're going to change Miley. There's the RBI. I mean, Sid Barker, you got to make that play. Just a basic ground ball that we should have made defensively. And Mississippi State's doing everything right, and we're just making some bonehead plays here, y'all. You had the pass ball, and now we have this. I mean, this is multiple. Sid, you got to make that play. Gabby Garcia stopped it, but the throw not in time. But Sid Barker has to make that throw or get that stop. So another punch thrown here by the Bulldogs. Yeah, Miley, I don't think we're going to see Molly here much longer. Even if she gets the out here and we go into bat, Molly's not coming out here. I don't think we're going to see Molly in the fourth. I just don't think so. I think they go to Sydney Berzon is who I think they're going to go to in the fourth. But definitely a frustrating start. This is the complete opposite start from what we've seen in Game 1 and Game 2. And both in the first two games, Oklahoma got out to a big lead, and we let them come back in Game 1, able to take care of business there in Game 2. But, yeah, so far in this game today, everything going the Bulldogs' way. Swing and a miss for the strikeout, but more damage done. So I got to say, we've been praising Sid Barker for her defense at third, but she has not had the best series this weekend over there at third base. She's had some errors there in Game 1 late in that game. So definitely not Sid Barker's best, but it's still it's still early, y'all. It's only the third inning. The third inning is where we have done a lot of our damage on the scoreboard. So, but it would not surprise me if we see somebody else out there in the circle for Oklahoma in the fourth. Now, if we come out here and we get 7-8 runs or something big and crazy, then I think Miley stays. But I think Miley is about done today for Oklahoma in the circle. And Patty kept saying in the pregame and, before Game 1 and then before Game 3 here that they all thought that Miley was the best matchup versus Mississippi State. But, we saw early in the game Miley with her rise ball, not even competitive. But then, we've had a couple, we had that pass ball by Kendall, that mistake right there by Sid at third. And Mississippi State, they're playing great defensively, making great plays on us. And they're getting timely hitting, and we're not doing that yet. So not the start that we wanted to see, but no reason why we can't start throwing some punches here. So long way to go, y'all. Long way to go. Yeah, it could definitely be Chief, maybe. Yeah, I Molly kept it to 1 right there, but I am for sure not bringing her back out here in the fourth. Not doing it. I don't care if we're up 13-3 or we're down 3-0. I'm not bringing her back out. Doesn't matter. I'm bringing in somebody else. Frank, yeah. I hope we put up a 10 spot right here. So we'll see. So Alana here to get us started in the bottom of the third. We got to find a way to respond here, y'all. Yeah, so far, all the momentum is in the Bulldogs' favor. We got to get some of this back. Got to get the crowd back into the game. The dugout, we got to get energy back in this stadium. But we have got to throw a punch here. We've seen all these pitchers all weekend long. So nothing should be a surprise to these OU hitters. But we have Alana here, and then we get back to Kai in the top of the order. So we just got to continue to show good plate discipline here at the plate. If we can get walks, just any way to get us some base runners and try to get something going here. No. AP's not going to leave. Alyssa Parker ain't going nowhere. Shows a bunt, pulls back, but it's called a strike. So 1-1 here. Are they really taking Florida or tied at 7? Holy cow. Wow. That's crazy. Alana here with the swing and a miss, strike 2. So showing some energy there in the dugout. I like it from the Oklahoma. I like it. A ball hit deep out to right field, but caught at the warning track for out number 1. So, God, that was a good hit by Alana, just a few feet short. So here comes Kai Monder, the top of the order, second time around this game. So, of course, Kai had a strikeout there to start the game. So hopefully she's made the proper adjustments here. Sagi, absolutely. Yeah, Kai usually sets the tone for this OU offense. She's been incredible all season long, so. Tech is now up 8-7, and it's only at the third. That's ridiculous. So an 0-2 count here for Kai. Let's go, Kai. Foul ball. So still an 0-2 count here for Kai Miner. Oh, you're down 3-0 here at bottom of the third. Let's go, Kai. Let's go, Oklahoma. Let's throw a punch back here. Up high, not even close. There we go, Kai. Kai with a hit out to left field. There we go. Hopefully that's the spark that we needed to get going here in this game. Way to go, Kai. A line drive over shortstop out to left field. That a girl, Kai. A lot more energy here in the crowd. Here comes Ella Parker. Man, Ella Parker is so long overdue. She is so overdue. The crowd is up on their feet. Good energy. Come on, Ella. Get some revenge here. Ball 1 in the dirt, not even close. CJ says, do not steal. Not even close. A lot more energy from the crowd. She's going on 40 pitches now, so you can kind of feel it from what you're seeing here. It feels like the energy is starting to switch a little bit towards Oklahoma side. That was a great pitch, but it's not called a strike, so he's still being consistent. So a 3-0 count here for Ella Parker. So Mississippi State, they're starting to get some arms loose in their bullpen. So strike 1. So 3-1 count here for Ella Parker. Oh, you're down 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. 1 on, 1 out. That looks like Faircloth over there warming up. We saw her yesterday, of course. Be smart here, Ella. That was ball 4, and Ella swung at it. God, Ella, you got to have better discipline there. Come on now. So full count here for Ella Parker. So Cotton shallow left field. So Kai was going in second. She had to get back to first. So thankfully she's quick. But Ella Parker, you swung at ball 4. So we should have first and second, only 1 out. So big mistake there by Ella Parker on that at bat. So here comes Kendall Wells. 2 outs, 1 on. We'll see how they attack Kendall here. Ahmad, I agree. Yeah, give us Faircloth. Absolutely. Foul ball for Kendall Wells for strike 1. Come on, Kendall. Ooh! Oh my God. Kendall Wells gets hit on the side of the helmet. Oh, she's hurt. Yeah. She's gonna, oh my God. She's dizzy. Oh my God. She's stumbling, y'all. So I would expect that we're going to see some Mississippi State players probably get hit here. I think that's coming. That was a fastball in, and it hit her right. Oh my God. She's stumbling. She's grabbing her jaw. Yeah, Sooner fans are pissed. Yeah, so obviously there's going to be a pinch runner here for Kendall, but oh my gosh. Better go get an x-ray. She's still kind of stumbling. Oh man. Yeah, I got her on the jaw, so I wonder if her jaw is broken. That pitch right there is smiling. Yeah, forgets you, girl. Yeah, I know that OU is better than that, but I guarantee you they're going to hit some of these hitters. You know that's coming. Yeah, Oklahoma. If that does not piss us off to no end, then I don't know what else will. They just hit our best hitter, the best hitter in the country. They hit her in the jaw. So I'm going to be surprised if we even see her back, at catcher. I have no idea. That's crazy. Hopefully nothing's broken there for Kendall. That should definitely, if that does not piss us off to no end and we don't get energy from that, then I don't know what to tell you. Yep, boo them. Absolutely. Boo them. Yep, keep booing her. Absolutely. And then earlier in the game, they were the players were out there taunting the OU fans there behind their dugout. Karma's coming. Karma is coming, y'all. But a pinch runner here for Kendall, obviously. I'd be surprised, guys, if we even see Kendall back in the game. No matter what happens here, I don't think she's going to come back in this game. There's no reason to bring her back. It's not worth it. So, but I'm just praying that hopefully none of her jaw is broken. So there was a lot of tension there in Gainesville between Florida and Tech. It's definitely matched here now in Norman, Oklahoma. So, no, Frank, the way that we retaliate is we put up a 10 spot right here. I don't know who's at the bat next here. I think it's Pick, right? How about Pick hits a 3-run bomb? And then make sure that you talk shit to the pitcher and the dugout for Mississippi State as you're going around the bases. That's what I would do. That's just me. Hit a bomb here, and then you let the dugout and you let that pitcher know what's going on. You let him know. So now the Mississippi State coach is out there talking to the umpires. Let's go. Go sit down. Go sit down. Why are you even out there talking about what? God, this is ridiculous. Go sit your clown. Oh, my God, guys. Y'all, I know that she is a former OU player and she was a coach, but go sit your silly ass down. Go sit. Like, what are we doing? Go sit your silly ass down. This is ridiculous. Golly, man. Go sit down, clown. Now Pick hit a 3-1 bomb right here and talk shit, go around the bases. You let everybody know. God. 11-7, y'all, in the third inning for Tech in Florida. Come on, Pick. Come on, Pick. So Pick Tech's ball 1. So we have 2 on, 2 outs. We're down 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. Kendall Wells just got hit in the jaw. Strike 2. Come on, Pick. You see Kendall Wells there with the ice packs. Yeah, she's definitely done for the day. No matter what, it's definitely not worth, bringing her back. So hopefully she's okay. Ball 3 to Pick, so a full count here. Full count, 2 on, 2 outs. Everybody's going to be in motion. Come on, Cassidy, you're due. Come on, Cassidy. Oh, my God, a strikeout. And that crowd, yeah, that pitcher is talking shit. Yeah. To hell with you, pitcher. Go sit your sorry ass down. Go sit your sorry ass down. Karma's coming their way. Karma is coming their way. Go sit your silly ass down there, 48. Y'all keep talking shit. Y'all go ahead. Go ahead. Your karma's coming. Bunch of damn clowns from Mississippi State. There's going to be retaliation, y'all. It's coming. I guarantee you it's coming. But Pick there with a big chance to respond and absolutely nothing. Hi. The girl that's hit all the home runs, she just got hit in the face, in the jaw. And then they showed the pitcher from Mississippi State smiling. So, yeah, tension. Yeah. And, of course, we're losing 3-0. So, oh, this game's not over. This game's definitely not over yet. Karma's coming. Karma is coming to Mississippi State, I guarantee you. Because I don't know if you saw it, but it showed that picture and she was smiling. So they're going to say, obviously, it wasn't intentional. Like, do I think that she was trying to hit her in the face? No, I don't. But I don't like how that pitcher acted after that. I don't like that at all. And so even before all this happened, just how they were talking a lot of shit to the OU fans, we gotta throw a damn punch back here, y'all. We gotta throw a damn punch back. But karma's coming. Karma is coming to Mississippi State, and not in a good way. Y'all let me know what's on Patty's mind. You know she's pissed off. My TV's muted, so let me know what she says. Yeah, Chief, completely disrespect. Like if I had done that, I would have been over there saying, "Hey, Kendall, I'm sorry. I hope you're okay." Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I would. I wouldn't be out there smiling. You got to be kidding me with that shit. You got to be kidding me. Insanity. So karma is coming to that pitcher and to this team. And if we get a big home run and take this lead, absolutely, I am taunting all that I possibly can. Around the bases, absolutely. Absolutely, I am. I'm taunting the coach, I'm taunting the dugout, and I'm taunting every player as I go around the bases. Absolutely, I am. But the crowd, the energy in the dugout, the energy on the field, and the fans, they gotta keep the energy going. Gotta keep the energy going here. Wow. So Kendall Wells is back out there. That's crazy. Are you kidding me? A home run to start. So 4-0 Mississippi State. So can we pull Molly, please? Go pull her sorry ass out the game. Patty's shaking her head. This is ridiculous. Pull her sorry ass out of the circle. She's done. You should have pulled her last inning like we all said. Yeah, you guys keep taunting. Go ahead. Again, big mistake by Jen Roach and Patty Gasso. Why did you bring Molly back out to the fourth? She was already struggling. Horrible mistake by Patty. Bad mistake. Exactly. Everybody's saying, why in the hell is she out there in the circle anyway? Costly mistake by Patty Gasso and Jen Roach right there. I don't care who it is. Yeah, here comes Berkeley Zakai. It could be anybody but Miley. Hell, bring in KD. KD can't do any worse. Anybody but Miley. Yeah, that was a costly mistake. I don't know why in the world she's out there for the fourth inning. Stupid call by the coaching decision. That was stupid. So Oklahoma here, I've been saying the whole game, we have a long way to go. Man, I'm starting to get a little nervous now because the offense is doing absolutely nothing. We get runners in scoring position and we do nothing with it. The one good hit we had, I mean, props to Mississippi State. They made an excellent play out there with the center fielder, but man, this offense, we have got to get something going. But some of the coaching decisions here, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Miley was struggling. We were lucky that it was only 3-0 through 3, and then you keep her out there. Horrible. And it can't be, well, you know, we can't put Audrey out there. We can't bring out. What do you think Mississippi State's doing? We've seen all these pitchers all weekend long. Like, nothing is a surprise. So Mississippi State's in the same situation that we are, Patty, Jen. Like, come on, man. Unbelievable. So we need some we need a lot of center magic here. We have got to go 3 up, 3 down from here on out. Now, we've been in this situation before, you know, where we've been down in the middle of a game. And majority of the time we've always responded because we have that killer mentality. So we're going to see what this team is made of. Mississippi State has thrown 4 big punches now, and we're just taking it. We're not playing defense with this fight. We're not throwing any punches back. So at what point is the offense going to wake up? Jesus, a 3-1 count. And of course, with this guy's 1 inch by 1 inch strike zone, and there's Audrey Lowry already warming up. Yeah. Burkett coming out here, and she's going to give him a free pass. Definitely not what we want from the OU pitchers. So a full count here. Berkeley does have a great changeup. So whenever we get back to it's going to be a grounder over to first, or I mean a grounder out to Gabby at short, over to first for the first out of the inning. But I mean, in between innings here, there needs to be a massive meeting in that dugout. Like, some butts need to be chewed out because this is ridiculous. So whatever Patty told these girls going into game 2, like, you need to reiterate that again. But something needs to be said. Like, wake the hell up. I don't know what in the hell we're doing here today, y'all. Very, very frustrating. Bishop, absolutely. That is a beautiful pitch. It should be a strike. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. Great pitch there, Berkeley. Yeah, that has to be a strike. So a 1-2 count here for Berkeley. Foul ball, so still a 1-2 count here for Berkeley. Mississippi State up 4-0 here in the top of the 4th. They have 1 out, nobody on. Change the scoreboard. 2-2 count here for Berkeley. Ball low in the zone, so full count. Come on, Berkeley. We can't have any more free passes. Pass Sid Barker. It's going to be a double. All the way out there to the corner. Sid Barker's gotten worked over this weekend defensively, y'all. She's getting worked over. Why is Sid Barker playing so over? They have got a lot of hits all weekend long right down that line. Why is she shifted so far over? I don't get that with the defense. They've hit it down the line a zillion times this weekend. Why are you not hovering the line defensively at the corners? So 1-1 count here. Check swing, strike 2. It's going to be a strike anyway. So a 1-2 count here. Mississippi State with a runner at second, 1 out, top of the 4th. OU down 4-0. Come on, Berkeley. Find a way to get it done here. Chopper over to, there we go, Sid. A chopper over to short, but Sid Barker with it, throws it over to first to get the second out. So 2 outs now, runner at second. So Mississippi State now back to the top of the order. Takes strike one. Strike two. Crowd is on their feet. Let's go, Berkeley. You got this. Come on, Berkeley. It's going to be a foul ball. Bounces off the dugout, goes into the crowd. So still an 0-2 count here for Berkeley. I love the energy from the crowd, y'all. Love the energy here, trying to get behind and give a boost to this young freshman pitcher. It's going to be a pop-up out of play, so still 0-2 count here. Yes, the crowd is doing everything that they can. Gotta love the energy from the crowd. A ground ball out to short, over to first, out number 3. So great inning there by Berkeley. But with Patty leaving in Miley there too long, first batter gets another solo shot. So Mississippi State up now 4-0 going to the bottom of the 4th. Oklahoma's been taking punches all day long. So can we finally start throwing some punches back? Oklahoma, we got to get something going, y'all. It's starting to get later into the game. We got to get something going offensively. We'll see if Mississippi State's going to bring in Faircloth or if they leave whoever this pitcher is from Mississippi State. We'll see what they decide to do. Ahmad agreed. Yeah, I don't care what that coach has to say. Ricketts for me. I don't care what she has to say. Don't care. Wasted TV time, in my opinion. Yeah. Don't care what she has to say. But Oklahoma, though, we got to throw a punch. What are we doing? Now, we've seen the Sooners in this position a billion times where they have come back and they've, got the win and moved on. But so far, this team here, they're just the crowd is doing everything that they can. Some questionable calls by the coaching, leaving Miley in, just yesterday early in that game for us, everything was going our way. The pass balls, we had runners advancing, so everything was going our way. And so far today, everything is going their way. But we've had multiple times now where we've had runners in scoring position and we're not doing anything. So, yeah, look, Mississippi State with 6 hits. We only have 2. Definitely wasn't Miley's best day, not even remotely close. So they're interviewing this clown here from Mississippi State. I know she's a former OU player and coach, but I could care less what she has to say. Let's just hurry up and get past this and get on to the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, y'all, we got to keep the faith, y'all. Got to keep the faith. We still have 12 hours to play with. You know what I mean? This game's not over. So we have dug ourselves a deficit here. We're in a big hole, but we got to fight our way back. Texas Tech is now up 13-7 in the 4th. So looks like the Red Raiders are well on their way to going to Oklahoma City. So Everett is still this is how ridiculous this is. This is her first start of the season, and we haven't done anything at all against her. Crazy. Karma's coming, though. Karma is coming for this Bulldog team. Let's go, Gabby. You got to find a way to pass the bat and get on base here. We got to get some base runners. Step one. We're down 4, so you can't get it all back in one swing. So we got to just find a way to get base runners first, y'all. Walks, whatever we got to do. But we have got to show a lot of plate discipline. Be smart. So a 1-1 count here. Come on, Gabby. You're long overdue. Come on, Gabby. It's going to be a long fly out to left field for out number 1. So Bella Emling here at the plate. Bottom of the 4th. 1 out, nobody on for Oklahoma, down 4-0. Takes ball 1 inside. All right, CJ, take care. We will talk to you later. Appreciate you. It's going to be a pop-up to the catcher for out number 2. So offensively, we're not doing anything at all, and they just – I don't know what we're doing, y'all. I have no idea. Offensively, I have no idea what I'm watching here from the OU offense. Not a clue. This is so ridiculous. A girl, this is her first start, and she is dominating us offensively. Ridiculous. So 2 outs here. Let's see if we can't get a 2-out rally going. Strike 1 for Abby Dayton. So 0-1 count here for Abby Dayton, 2 outs. 1-1 count. Another foul caught in foul territory. So 3 up, 3 down in like 8 pitches. So we look stupid and ridiculous up there at the plate. And we're getting destroyed in this fight, y'all. They're throwing all the punches and we're just sitting there taking it. We're not even so ridiculous what we're watching, y'all. Ridiculous. Like, it was embarrassing what happened in game 1. Like, this series should already be over. We should be getting ready for Thursday in Oklahoma City. But we thought that was embarrassing. This offense is showing no fight, no nothing. Like, they just don't care. And I know that's not the case, but just how they're acting, like they're at bats, just nothing. I don't get it. It's been a rough day, y'all. Questionable coaching decisions. The crowd is doing everything that they possibly can, and just there is no response from this offense. We have 9 outs to play with. Not saying that we can't get it done. Obviously, we can, but holy cow. We are really starting to play with fire, and we're going to get burned if we don't figure something out quickly offensively, y'all. Yeah, Chief agreed. Our hitting, what in the world? Hopefully we see a lot of Sooner magic, y'all, here in the late innings, but definitely not looking good for Oklahoma as we go to the 5th inning and still absolutely nothing. Yeah, Bob, if we somehow find a way to come back from this and we do get to Oklahoma City on Thursday, yeah, I really thought after yesterday and after taking that embarrassing loss in game 1 that they had kind of turned a corner there and they were going to be locked in mentally, physically, like ready to go, that killer instinct, but not the case. They're very up and down, as they have been all year long. They, you know, we can say that they're a young team, but at this point of the season, with everything on the line, a chance to go to the World Series, and this is what you're doing offensively, like this is what you're like doing. Come on, man. So Berkeley's a K, still in the game, top of the 5th, Oklahoma at 4-0. We'll see if Berkeley can't get 3 up, 3 down, and then let's just keep praying and have faith that this OU offense is going to finally wake up and do something to get back into this game. Ball 1 in the dirt. Oh, I'm going to agree with you. Like it. At this point of the season, can we still call this team young? I get it. They've done everything this year. They've seen a lot. So but also at the same time, not everybody in the batting order is not a underclassman either. So even the upperclassmen, like they're doing absolutely nothing. Nothing. So 3-1 count here for Berkeley. Can't have any free passes, Berkeley. Come on now. Leadoff walk. You gotta be kidding me. So 3rd walk of the day for OU pitching. Maybe we can turn 2 here. I don't. Here comes Patty Gasso. So maybe she's going with Audrey. I have no idea what Patty's going to do here. Yep, here comes Audrey Lowry. So Patty knows this is it. I mean, 5th inning, you have to go with your best pitcher. And you just got to try to keep faith in the offense that they can do something to get back in this damn game. But Berkeley, good job. You did a great job, Berkeley. I mean, so this is Patty's final move here. She's going to go with the ace, and now we're going to live and die with Audrey Lowry. And yeah, I think whether we were up 4-0 right now or down 4-0, or no matter what, Audrey was going to close out this game. Whether we were up, down, it didn't matter. So this is no surprise. But this is it, though. Like, I mean, we're going to live and die here with Audrey from the circle. So hopefully she's lights out. And maybe the offense will finally wake up. We have 9 outs to play with. So agreed. Yep. Never should have seen Molly in the 4th. But even if not, though, the offense is doing nothing. So, I mean, it would still be 3-0. You know what I mean? So, yeah, Audrey has thrown a lot of pitches, y'all. She's thrown 8 1/3 innings between game 1 and game 2. And I want to say that the total pitch count is like 130, 140 between the first 2 games. So hopefully Audrey's gas tank is on full here and she can pitch lights out. Steven, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Artie's going to give us a chance here. But even if Artie strikes out the final 9 batters from Mississippi State, the offense has to do something. So the crowd is doing everything that they can. So we just got to keep the faith, y'all. That's all we can do. We got to keep the faith. See what we can't do here. So strike 2 on corner. So Audrey's not messing around, y'all. Quickly a 0-2 count here. Runner at first, no outs. 5th inning, Mississippi State up 4-0. A wild pitch in the dirt. And, of course, now the runner's going to advance to second. Now she's in scoring position. We have seen more wild pitches and pass balls this weekend than what we've seen all year long by Kendall Wells. It's just insane how many pass balls and wild pitches we've seen get past her and then runners advance to scoring position. Crazy what we're seeing here this weekend in Norman. But I got to say, if we don't find any sooner magic and we end up losing this game and the season's done, World Series wise, I'm going to be rooting for Nebraska. I got to say, going to root for Jordy and see if she can't get a title for her hometown and home state. So, in a perfect world, it would be Oklahoma, Nebraska, and a champ series. But so far, we're not pulling our weight and doing our job. So, I'll be rooting for Nebraska for sure if we don't find our way to the World Series. That's who I'll be rooting for. Of course, Kennedy's a senior, Jordy's a senior. So there's a lot of good pitchers across the country that are seniors. So it's, do it this year or you ain't getting it done and you're not getting a ring. So. Wow. Great stop there by Abby at deep at shortstop. Great throw to get that first out. Great job there by Gabby. Great throw. That runner had speed. And you're able to keep that runner at second base. A grounder over to Barker, holds the runner at second, throws it over to the first for 2 quick outs. So I love what I'm seeing here so far. We saw this a lot yesterday with Audrey. Quick outs. So far, you got to like what you've seen from Audrey Lowry. Let's get one more out here and let's get back in the dugout and hopefully the offense can start throwing some kind of punch. Strike 1 on the inside. Low in the zone for ball 1. So 1-1 count here, 2 outs. Runner at second for Mississippi State. We're down 4-0 here in the 5th. Two balls in strike now for Audrey Lowry. There we go. Low in the zone, strike 2. So let's go, Artie. One more pitch. Game is over. A 2-run shot. This game is over, 6-0. We were 1 pitch away, and yeah, that was the kill shot right there. That was the kill shot. That was a dock out blow. Y'all, I'm going to keep faith, but we're not coming back from this. Nothing. This is insane what we are watching. This is going to be the most embarrassing loss that we've taken, and I don't even know how long. So this is going to be the first time that we get beat in a super since 2018. I think it was Washington that knocked us out. So this is a horrible, embarrassing way to end our season. If you get beat, that's one thing, but this is ridiculous. But to me, I think that was the kill shot, y'all. I'm going to keep the faith. I'm going to keep the faith, but yeah, I feel like that was the kill shot. This is our last punch here with Audrey. There is nobody else. She's our best. She's the best we got. So we're going to live and die with Audrey here. So the only thing that we can hope for is game 3 going to be like game 1. If y'all remember, we were cruising through the first, 5 innings, and Mississippi State scored 9 runs in the last 2. So all that we can hope for and pray at this point is that we're going to do that to them. You know what I mean? We're going to do absolutely nothing through the majority of the first 2/3 of the game, and then there's another home. Nope, there we go. So out number 3, but more damage done. So Mississippi State now up 6-0. Yeah, I agree, y'all. Offensively, I have no idea what the heck we're doing. But like Mississippi State, they kept the faith in game 1. They looked dead, they had no chance there in game 1, and they scored 9 runs in the last 2 innings. So we can obviously do the same thing. But if we go scoreless here, I don't see it happening. We got to get some of these runs back. We got to get some of these runs back here in the 5th. If we don't, yeah, this game is over. So talk about Sooner magic, y'all. If we're able to come back from this would be, man, this would have to be up there with the top comebacks with Sooner magic. This would have to be up there in the top 5 when it comes to OU softball. This would have to be up there with Kinsey Hansen against Clemson a couple of years ago. Abby Dayton hitting that run, last year in the World Series to get us to extras against Candy. This would definitely be up there in the top 3 comebacks of all time for OU softball if we can somehow pull this off. But like Bishop always says, y'all as fans, all we can do is keep the faith, right? We look dead to the water right now. We look like we aren't interested. We're just kind of going through the motions at this point. Nothing's going our way, but all we can do is keep the faith and hope that these ladies, stay locked in and keep fighting. That's all we can do. Oh, Ron. Nobody fears Oklahoma. We don't have, that killer, arm. We don't have that dominant ace. We don't have that. So just like Texas Tech, nobody fears Kennedy. Nobody fears Oklahoma. We're not. Whenever they came out and said that Vegas had Oklahoma as the betting favorite to win the World Series, I was like, really? Because we've seen this year we're very inconsistent. We play great one day, and then we play the complete opposite the next. So we're very up and down, very consistent. So, yeah, and see, look, there you go. Oklahoma has never come back from a 5-run deficit or more in Sooner history when it comes to the NCAA tournament. So, and we're starting off with Sid Barker. So, Sooner, yeah, nothing's going to last forever. But all we can do is keep the faith. So, a stoppage here with the catcher, something in her eye, or maybe the contact. I'm not sure what, but so we'll see. You know, before game 2, Patty told the girls, hey, it's time to woman up. Things aren't always going to go your way, so how are you going to respond? How are you going to fight back? Yeah, Oklahoma 0-3 all-time in supers after losing game 1, so we'll see. We'll see what these girls are made of. Slaggy, yeah. Definitely has a chance to get a walk, yeah. At this point, y'all, we got to get a lot of presence. Hit by pitch, walks. We got to get base runners. We can't get all these runs back in, you know, one home run. We got to get base runners somehow. So we'll see what Sid Bucker can't do. Another deep ball caught at the warning track. So out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. So Alana here in the 9 hole. We're going to be back at the top of our order, but we need a lot of center magic, y'all. Tech is still up 13-7 here in the 5th. Strike 1, so 2-1 count here for Alana. 1 out, nobody on. We're down 6 here in the bottom of the 5th. Another pop-up. You got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. God, this is so embarrassing from this offense. A lot of these swings, these girls are trying to hit home runs with all these pop-ups. Somebody's getting to the warning track, but at the end of the day, they're just long flyouts. We're trying to hit a home run and if we would just go out here and make good contact, find a way to get on base. We can't get all these runs back with a damn solo home run. I don't know what these girls were thinking. And here we go. Same thing from Kai Miner. First pitch is just going to be a long fly out. 3 pop-ups in like 10 pitches. So, yeah, there is going to be no center magic today. This is ridiculous. All they're doing is trying to chase home runs. They got so good in the last – I mean, really in the first game, even though we lost, like the first 2 games, we were just making good contact, not trying to chase the damn home run. And now this is what we're doing. Very, very, very – this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Horrible. So, yeah, looks like for the first time since 2018, we're not going to the World Series. Man, that sucks. That's a bummer because I'm going to be in Oklahoma City next weekend. So if they were going to be there, I was going to get a chance to go to a game. But God, that's a bummer. So of course, going into the next season, yeah, I'm not feeling like I try to keep it positive, and I'm trying to keep the faith, but it's not happening today. It's just not going to happen. wasn't in the cards, wasn't meant to be. We're supposed to get our ass whipped here, and I mean, we have months off, and we have a long way off until next year. So I have no idea what to expect going in the next season. What we'll see in the transfer portal, who knows? I think for sure we lose Tia Malloy. I think she's gone. I think she goes back. To me, the betting favorite is going to be Tennessee. I think Tia Malloy is going back. I don't blame her. Of course, we lose Abby Dayton. She's a senior. We lose KD. We lose Ilana. Who else did we lose? We lose Cindy Burzon. So we lose, what is it? I think we had, let's see. Cassidy Pickering's a junior. Ella Parker's a junior, so they'll be back. So on paper, we're going to have a good team, but who knows? But yeah, this is going to be really, really strange. Let's face it, we are spoiled as OU fans. Anybody would love to be where we are, at this point. And you've been to so many super regionals in a row, and whatever our streak is. Yeah. So what's online is we're going for our 10th straight World Series. Just, yeah. So Texas and Arizona State getting started here in about 8 minutes or so. So hopefully the Sun Devils can find a way to get that done and send the Longhorns packing for the rest of the season too. Yeah, we better get an ace. We better get a true ace in the transfer portal. Great play there by Lana for out number 1. Like the defenses, Sid Barker's had a rough day over there at third, but for the most part, defense has been good. But the offense, I didn't think that we would ever say our offense is doing horrible against Mississippi State. This is crazy what we're seeing. At home, with our crowd, a perfect day, perfect weather. This is insanity what we're watching, y'all. Unbelievable. Yes, Cindy Burzon was supposed to be the ace, and that wasn't the case. So, I would guess, Audrey's going to be our ace, I guess, but I hope Patty goes out and gets a dominant arm. We'll see who comes out. Because you just never know who else even going to be in the transfer portal. So, a ground ball goes off of Audrey's glove to Alana, but there's no chance to make a play. So, yeah, just everything's going the Bulldogs' way. A play that should have been made by Audrey Lowry, and Audrey is a great defensive pitcher. But the way today's been, just nothing going right for Oklahoma. And the offense is not even trying to even get us back in the game. All they want to do is just try to hit solo home runs when we're down 6 instead of just trying to make good contact and get base runners. So I don't know what JT is saying to the hitters in there, but it's not working. So it's one thing for us to lose, in a close game or whatever it may be, but to lose like this is embarrassing. Y'all let me know in the comments, when was the last time that we've got embarrassed like this at home? Perfect weather, our crowd, incredible crowd. They've had incredible energy all game long. When is the last time that we've got embarrassed like this? And this ain't even a ranked team. Mississippi State is not good. They finished 14th in the SEC, y'all. 14th. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. So a 2-2 count here for Audrey Lowry. 1 on, 1 out, 6th inning. See if we can't turn 2 here. Ball hit out to deep right field, caught by Ella Parker there for out number 2. So Mississippi State now coming around. They're at the top of their order this is their 4th time, y'all. 4th time. So 2 outs here, a runner at first. We'll see if we can't keep this scoreless. Texas Tech is now at 14-7 there in the 5th. Got a football game there in Gainesville. Oh, so they finished 10th. Yeah, I thought somebody said the 14th. So there's another hit, a single out to center field. So the Bulldogs now with 2 runners on, 2 outs. Yeah, Steven, right? Yeah, I get to coach again. Yeah, well, she must be rusty because Patty's made a lot of questionable decisions throughout the season that we're just kind of scratching our head. But the biggest one, and she's done it multiple times, is she leaves pitchers in way too long. And it's cost us. So a quick timeout here. 2 outs, 2 on here for the Bulldogs. See if it will. It's I mean, I can't even think, no matter what the situation, the last time that we were embarrassed and beat down like this at home, I don't even know the last time. We would have to go back and do some research. I really don't know. Whether playoffs or not, just, I mean, to get our asses completely whipped at home like this, I don't know. Crazy. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see what Patty does in the offseason. What kind of team are we going to get? What's their mentality? They better be a lot tougher. And Patty made that comment about, I get to coach again. Yeah, Patty has some work to do because she's a little rusty. Out number 3, so no more damage is done. So going to the bottom of the 6th inning, Oklahoma's down 6-0, 6 outs to play with. We'll see if the offense is going to sleepwalk or they're just going to decide to fight back here. So, Steven, great point. Yep, yesterday we won 7-1, but we got all them runs in 1 inning. Yep, great point. Great point. Yeah, all the BS records about the shutouts, and yeah, at the end of the day, man, all we care about is getting that next title and winning. So I know like ESPN keeps showing like all these random streaks, like this was our first loss since 2015 in the Super, and I mean, whatever. That means nothing. All the home run talk all year long, it means nothing. Because none of that matters, because anybody you ask in college softball, they would rather have a title over any record. Doesn't matter. So, but I mean, the only good thing is there'll be no pressure on Oklahoma next year, right? We didn't even make it to the World Series this year, so there shouldn't be any pressure. Are we going to be a top 5 team? Probably. Top 8 team? Probably. Because we're going to look good on paper, but we'll see how they actually do. So Texas Tech is now up 16-7. So that's going to be a run roll. It's already a run roll. So Tech is well on their way. So it looks like Texas Tech and Mississippi State in the first matchup of the World Series. Oh, they're still going to hate on Oklahoma. ESPN, all the media, absolutely. They're definitely not on OU's side. So ESPN is going to have a field day with this. And I'm glad I'm not listening to the game on TV with the volume up, because I'm sure the ESPN announcers are just eating this up. So, see, ESPN showing the clown from Mississippi State, the former OU player, now coach. Yeah, see, ESPN is loving this. They are loving this. So, yeah, I don't know, y'all. Going into next year, I have no idea what to expect. I have no idea. No clue. we'll be a top 5-8 team. But the biggest thing that I want to see is, can we somehow get that killer mentality back? So whatever Patty's coaching style was this year, it did not work. It didn't work because they were very inconsistent. They look like the best team in the country one day, and then the next week can't beat a mediocre, run-of-the-mill D1 school, Mississippi State. So I have no idea. We took that loss to Long Beach State, just blew our mind. So, yeah, Patty has a lot of coaching to do. So we'll see how they, approach coming into next year. We'll see who leaves with the transfer portal, and what does our roster even look like. So it has, Frank. It's been a distraction all year long. All year long. So Ella Parker here with a 2-0 count. I hope JT told them, quit trying to hit the damn home run. You can't get 6 runs with one swing. We got to get base runners. Got to get base runners, y'all. A solo shot doesn't do much. So a 3-0 count here. Yeah, we definitely got to get pitchers. And we have to get an actual ace. But we'll see. We'll see who enters the transfer portal. A 4-pitch walk, so a good start for Oklahoma here in the 6th inning. I like the energy from the crowd, man. Man, today the OU crowd, even despite OU playing horrible, the crowd's brought the energy. Here comes Kendall Wells, so see what Kendall does. Slaggy, I don't think so. I hope I'm wrong on that, but I don't think they're tensing up. Because if we're going to do some damage here, it's going to be right here, because this is the best part of our lineup for sure. So if we're going to do any kind of damage or try to get back into this game, it's going to be here. But Ella Park or Kendall Wells there swinging at ball 1. So come on, Kendall. You got to have better discipline than that. So ball 1, not even close. A hard hit ball, but hit right to the left fielder. So 1 out. Ella Parker back to first. So that's probably going to be Kendall Wells' last at bat for the season. So good season for her, freshman. We'll see how she responds when she comes back out as a sophomore. So, but definitely the best season hitting wise for Oklahoma ever in history. So Kendall Wells is going to be a great one, y'all, at Oklahoma. Pick takes ball 1 inside, so 1 out, 1 on. Oklahoma just trying to get some base runners. Down 6-0. We have 5 outs left to play with, and the season's over. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Yeah. Losing Nellie Mack was big. Our third baseman, a lot of experience. Yeah, so we're always going to wonder, if we wouldn't have lost Nellie Mack to a ACL, what could have been, But was it meant to be? So we'll see. Another fly ball, surprise, to center field for out number 2. So there's been no adjustments made by these OU hitters. Nothing. They're just chasing the home run. Robert, I'm with you 100%. Losing Nellie Mack and her leadership was massive. Absolutely. So at the time, whenever she went down, we all kind of thought, oh, this team, they have enough depth. They're going to be okay. And we were wrong. We were wrong. Nellie Mack's loss was way bigger than what we ever thought it would be. A wild pitch, so Ella Parker over to second. So it's like, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, they're just kind of going through the motions. Steven, yeah, that's going to be my plan. We'll see how things go. My son plays high school football. Sometimes they play on Saturdays, so I may not be able to do every game, but yeah, that's my plan, is to come on here and do football here in the fall. So I'll probably do some videos from time to time with football as we lead into the football season. But yeah, when it comes to live streams, I'll definitely try to get on here for sure. So 4 outs to play with. So we're going to get this misery of a game and a day over with here. It's very disappointing, very embarrassing. But we'll see. Is it going to make them better for next year? Are they going to be pissed off and hungry and want to come out and dominate all season long next year? We'll see. We'll see what kind of killer instinct they have. So, but I will definitely be going for Nebraska. That's who I'm going to be rooting for in the World Series. So I hope Jordy's able to find a way to bring home a title to Nebraska in her hometown. So out number 3, another pop-up. So I feel like the last 7 or 8 outs have been all pop-ups. So this is embarrassing. I'm ready to get this nightmare over with. Let's just get these 3 outs and let's just go on and let's just try to enjoy the rest of our Memorial weekend and the rest of our summer. So I'm not going to be tuning into the World Series. I'll just check scores, hoping that Nebraska does well. So Ahmad, me too. Nebraska, yeah. So I'll definitely go. I hope Arizona State beats Texas. So we'll see how that plays out. So looks like it's going to be Texas. So here are the matchups for the World Series. You have number 1 Bama taking on number 8 UCLA. You're going to have Tennessee, hopefully taking on Arizona State. We'll see. You're going to have Mississippi State and Texas Tech, and then you have Nebraska and Oklahoma, or Nebraska and Arkansas. So that'll be your lineup for the World Series this year. So we'll see how it plays out. But hopefully Nebraska can find a way to get it done and Jordy can get a title there in Lincoln. That'd be pretty cool. Robert, could be, yeah. You're really elite, hardcore pitchers. Yeah, this is just a different group of athletes that are coming up, through the high school ranks into college. Yeah, it's just a different game, just a different time. Like we've heard Patty talk in the past, even this year, how she coached, how she could talk to her players and what would help them respond from adversity, that she's had to totally switch up her coaching style. But whatever she was trying to do this year, it did not work. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of growth. And so we'll see. We'll come out here, next February? Yeah. And we'll be back at it here on this channel. We'll, get going for the 27 season. Hopefully it's better than what we've seen this year. So, after the regular season ended, Oklahoma had everything that they wanted. They were the number 1 seed in the SEC, a chance to be the number 1 overall seed. had the embarrassing, they fell apart after having a 5-0 lead there against Georgia. They dominated the regionals, but I mean, let's face it, the competition was garbage. So that was expected. You know, everybody thought that we would see Oregon this weekend. Oregon lost their ace pitcher to some kind of crazy eye infection, which came out of nowhere. So that helped Mississippi State to get here to Oklahoma. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But once the regular season ended and where we are now, it's just, man, you had everything that they wanted right there in front of them. You had a top seed. You got to play at home the rest of the time. You're never going to leave the state again, and they just completely embarrassed themselves. So very, very frustrating. Of course, for them, the coaches, and for fans, it's very frustrating. So 7th inning here, 1-2 count. We're just kind of going through the motions at this point just to get this thing over with and think about football season, and then we'll just see what happens with the transfer portal. So there isn't going to be any kind of center magic today. You can just tell it's just not there. It's not. Every hitter is chasing the home run, thinking that they can get 6 runs and with one swing, and that's just not possible. So, but thank you guys, for being here so long, especially today. Thank you guys for being here so much this season with me. This is my first time doing this, so I hope you guys have had a good time here with this channel. Y'all, I mean, I didn't know what to expect. We've grown to 1,300 and something subscribers, so pretty insane. It definitely surpassed what I thought might happen. Another hit by Mississippi State out to center field. So 1-on here for Mississippi State. But thank you guys so much for the growth. Deborah, we will see you later. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Hope you have a great weekend and a great summer, Deborah. Deborah, be safe. God bless. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Texas Tech is gonna run on Mississippi State. And then that'll lead to Texas Tech and Tennessee, y'all. That'd be a pretty good matchup. I think Tennessee's, even if Texas wins game 3, I think Tennessee, that's gonna be and man, what a heck of a matchup there. Senior pitcher, Najee Kennedy versus senior pitcher Carlin Pickens. Whoo, that's one heck of a pitching matchup there. So that's what I would think would happen. I think Tennessee will beat Texas or Arizona State. A ground ball over to short, can't make for the number 2, or trying to turn 2 here. So 1 out, 1 on. Patty is trying to say was it interference and not allowing Alana to even get to throw over to first, but she ain't going to get her way. Like, there's no point in even challenging this. Like, the last 6 challenges that Patty's tried, it hasn't gone the way, even if it's obvious. So, Patty, you're just wasting your time. I mean, I get you have to do it, but, like, you're just wasting your time, Patty. You can tell, like, this, she's wasting her time. Come on, man. Just let's go, move on. Let's just get this game over with. Yeah, but Ahmad, what I would say is, yeah, the umpires were horrible there in game 1, but our defense can't have 7 errors in game 1 and expect to win. I don't care who you are, what level, from T-ball all the way up to D1 softball. If you have 7 errors, you don't deserve to win. We scored 9 runs in that game, and I don't care who we're playing, what the situation is. If OU scores 9 runs with this being a defensive-minded team, we should never lose. So, yes, the umpires were horrible in game 1, but we can't give up 2 big leads like that, and we can't have 7 defensive miscues. If we had played clean defense, we would all be that game would have been over. We'd be getting ready for Oklahoma City in the World Series. So, yeah, defense has been very uncharacteristic, but a lot to learn, a lot to take from this season. Very, very frustrating season, so we'll see. Yeah, Steven, you saw the umpire, like, come on, Patty. Huh? They turned 2. I mean, so they turned 2 to end this season defensively. I mean, I guess that's cool. Mississippi State's going to try to challenge us. Are you fucking kidding me? You're not challenging this, are you? Yeah, get out of here, clown. You're going to win the game. Like, come on, man. So let's get these last 3 outs over with. I'm going to predict that we just get like 3 long flyouts because that's all these girls are trying to hit. So I'm going to say 3 pop outs, and this embarrassment of a day today can be over with for Oklahoma. It's crazy. I was really nervous coming into yesterday. I didn't feel good either way, and we looked great. And then today I felt really confident. You know, I thought the girls had turned a corner moving forward, and a complete bust and just complete crapshoot today. Unbelievable what we're seeing from this OU offense. Insanity. From a pitcher who's getting her first start, too. That's what makes it even worse. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. My hopes were up. Like I felt really good about this game. I didn't think it was going to be like a run roll or like a dominant win, but I thought we were going to get the win today. I thought, just listening to the Patty in the pregame, just kind of hearing her talk and like the meetings and just how everything was going, like everybody was in a good place and just amazing. But that's why you got to play the games. I mean, this is what makes sports great, good or bad for whoever you root for. But man, did not see this coming at all, and nobody did. Nobody in the world had OU losing, 6-0, and getting shut out at home like this. So thanks, Rez. I appreciate you. Appreciate that. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I know throughout this season, we've had people come in here and come and go, and I know that this isn't the place for everybody, and that's okay. I get it. We're very passionate in here. We like to talk smack when it's needed. We like to talk crap about we like to talk crap about Patty, our players. But I know that at the end of the day, we're just passionate, fanatic fans. Like that's what we are. We're fans, right? So we get crazy, we get passionate, and it's not for everybody. So, but I do like the growth of the channel. I like where it's gone, and that's all thanks to y'all. So y'all have been incredible. So yeah, I hope you guys continue to join me as we move on into football, and we will go from there. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Memorial Weekend, and hope you all have a great summer. Pretty excited I get to go down to Oklahoma next week. My youngest son's going to a Brent Venables camp there in Norman, so he's pretty excited about that. So that'll be good. Get to see some family and get away for a little bit. So that's going to be exciting. So for y'all that may be going on vacation or have a cruise or flights, whatever it may be, I hope you guys all have safe travels as you guys enjoy your summer. Yeah, I'm not agreed. With the pitchers, I think the plan was Patty was going to try to get through this, having to use, in a perfect world, it was going to be just Miley and Audrey. But this has been a very we also lose Bella Emily too. Yeah, she's a senior, so she'll be gone. So good for Bella. Your last at bat here, you get a hit. So good for Bella Emily. So Cheney Helton out here. I think Cheney Helton is one too that's going to transfer. We've really only seen her other than like some cupcake games. We've really only seen Cheney in the pinch runner role with her speed. So Ahmad, I thought we might see Faircloth at some point today, but I also expected that we would put up some runs and get on the scoreboard too. So, Mississippi State, like this pitcher, like I didn't like how she acted at all, smiling after hitting Kendall in the face and the jaw. But karma's coming. They are going to get destroyed by Texas Tech. You watch, and I hope Tech wins 25-0. Mississippi State is going to go 0-2 in the World Series. They don't have a chance in the World Series. I'll be surprised if they win anything. But they'll get Tech in game 1 on Thursday. They're going to get destroyed. They're going to get run rolled. So their karma is coming. But hey, good for them. They're going to get to their first World Series. So that's good for their program. Good for them. But yeah, they're not going to do anything. They'll be 2 and done. You think Cheney's going to stay? Yeah, I know she's local, but oh man. Yeah, all we can do is keep praying. I mean, like you never know, but I mean, hell, we saw Mississippi State do it, right? Mississippi State scored what 5 runs in the 7th to tie it up, or in the 6th. So I mean, look what Texas Tech did. Tech was down to their last out, down 8-0. I mean, so we've seen it happen this postseason. I mean, so it is possible, but just not seeing it. But you never know. Cheney's a sophomore. Yeah, I knew she wasn't a senior, but I figured just with what's coming in recruiting-wise, was she really going to get a spot to play and be a starter? Probably not. So that's why I kind of feel like Cheney might transfer, but we'll see. You never know. I feel like a lot of the times we think, okay, well, player A, B, and C are going to transfer, and then they don't, but then people that we're not even talking about transfer. So who knows? We'll see how it plays out. Another fly out, surprise. Another fly out there by Abby Dayton. So spark plug there with her last at bat as an Oklahoma Sooner. So Oklahoma now down to their last 2 outs. Here comes Alyssa Parker. She's going to be amazing for Oklahoma here in the future. So excited to see what else she's going to do as a Sooner in her career. It's like it could be. Is Cheney taking the Riley Boone path? Could be. Absolutely. Yeah, we need a lot of base runners. So that's very frustrating. In the 5th inning, we were down, 4-0, whatever it was, 5-0. But then we just started trying to hit pop-ups, I don't know what they were thinking with that. Strike 2, they're on the inside. Yeah, Chief, this will be, we'll see. We'll see what Tyler says, and then I wonder what Plank is thinking. What does Chris Plank think? Thinking he, I guess he's on vacation with his family or something, but he's not making the call. So, when's the last time that he did not make a call? Maybe he just no worries, we're going to be in the World Series. So I wonder what Chris Plank is thinking too. Pretty crazy. Check swing. Did she go? They're saying, I guess Alyssa Parker sold it. She got hit in the arm, I guess. So 2 base runners. The ball did not hit her, but that was a great sell by Alyssa Parker. The ball didn't hit her. So I'd be surprised. Are they going to bring her back? Yeah, they're going to end up bringing her back. She did not get hit. But hey, great way to try to sell it there, though. He does. I mean, Tyler tries to stay positive, but you can't be positive with this, the way today was played. You can't. Like I said, I don't even know the last time that we played this bad and got embarrassed at home. I have no, postseason or not, I have no idea when the last time that was. So, you think it did hit her? I didn't think it did, but I could definitely be wrong. So we'll see here. We'll see when they on the review. See if they'll give us a good look. See, I still don't think it hit her. Oh gosh, it's really close. Did it get her jersey a little bit, maybe? Maybe it just tapped the jersey there on her arm? Maybe. Yeah, so the call on the field was just a basic ball 2, but I would expect that we're not going to win this, right? Because we haven't won a challenge in probably a month. So, John, I wish we would just go to ABS. I wish we would go to ABS because, yeah, the umpires have been horrible since, and especially the SEC. Oh my God, god awful all season long. And there's no grading, there's no penalty. See? Oh wow! So Patty finally got a challenge. Wow, that's the first challenge that she's won in probably a month. That's crazy. So you're down 6-0, down to the last 2 outs of the season. They need a miracle at this point. 2 outs, 1 on. Alana's coming up here at the plate. Another senior, so we'll see what she can do with her last at bat here. Like a home run would be great, but just find a way to make contact. We got to keep getting base runners. You know what I mean? Like a 3-run homer is great, but let's not swing up and get some crazy, we don't need a long fly out. So Gates got to find a way to pass the bat, and that's it. Find a way to just keep passing the bat, keep getting hits. Got to be smart with our base running. So let's go, Alana. Alana, the transfer, she came from BYU, and she's been a great Oklahoma center. So definitely going to miss Alana out there at second base. A line drive right to the left fielder. So anytime today that we make really good, solid contact, it goes right to the outfielder. So it's just not our day. It was not in God's plans. He said, today, Oklahoma, you're not winning. Not today for whatever reason. So it wasn't in the plans. So 399 games since we've been shut out. So another streak. So I'm glad that all these random streaks are going to come to an end. So there's no reason there should be. I mean, are they going to expect Oklahoma to come in and be a contender to win a title? Of course, that's what they're going to say in the preseason. But there's really no big hardcore expectations. There's not. We didn't win it last year. We aren't even going to get to the World Series this year. So we're just another team trying to get back to. I mean, we're just kind of a upper tier team, just trying to hopefully get to the World Series. That's where Oklahoma is now. The transfer portal has changed the whole game. And now, credit to Patty. She's had great recruiting classes, but we'll see. I think the transfer portal is going to be key here in the offseason for Patty and this OU team going into next year. So I know, right? A championship drought. 2 years in a row. What the hell? So let's get this last out so I can turn this TV off because I don't care to watch the clown show called Mississippi State. Don't care to watch any of their celebration on our home field like this. So 2-2 for Kai Minor. So Tech has won 16-7. So Tech, it's going to be Tech and Mississippi State. You can tell Patty just has a smirk on her face like, hey, let's just get this over with. Like, I'm ready to go. Be done with all this. Of course, she's going to focus on the Olympic team. There it is, a grounder, and it's over. So thank you guys so much for being here with me this season. Thank you guys so much for watching this circus today. Embarrassing. embarrassing, but we'll see how they respond, and hopefully Nebraska wins the World Series. So go Jordy, go Cornhuskers. And with all that being said, I hope you all have a great weekend, a great summer, and I will talk to y'all later. Thank you, and God bless.